Bang. So my comment here today, purely because I find it really irritating that society is completely blind to the demonic narcissistic behaviors of low vibrational people. Secondly, the laws need to be changed, seriously, because I'm telling you now, people that choose to delve in black magic and all that kind of nastiness, that should be a prosecutionable offense, point blank period. Because the amount of lives they destroy, the amount of people that they've taken out purely for monetary gain, it literally disgusts my stomach. And I'm talking the same people that could be narcissistic exes and their 5,000 side witches, kitchen witches, karmic family members, jealous school friends. And the craziest thing about it is, whilst they're stealing from your blessings, they're then paying people to make up lies. I make false allegations purely to try and set you up so they can get away with their crimes. Because even the lady said to me, oh, I can't see nothing wrong with your bank account. Like, I'm not stupid. Because it was done with spa work. And whether they paid in the bank, do you understand? It's obviously going to jumble shit up or add things on to make it look as though everything's kosher. So I changed my bank account. Point blank period. So while they're still trying to hack into my account, which I don't have anymore, more through them. Firstly, the fact that I reported this from July. So they know full well it's not me. So why is nothing being done? It's disgusting. Which makes me really feel and believe that it's a race thing. Yeah. It wasn't too long ago they were trying to stitch me up for shit I didn't do. In fact, they actually paid in fact, I did get arrested. I was attacked by my neighbor in my old address. Yeah. There was camera footage proving my version of events. But it's really funny how it's only when I moved that charges was sprang. But yet, though, the police just said, you go in your house and she goes in hers. Regardless if I pulled down the curtain pole, I'm defending myself because there's two of them and there's one of me. This woman threatened to kill me on camera. She knew my cameras were on because she deliberately stood in front of my cameras, knowing that it's motion detected. So she could see my cameras were on. That's why she did what she did. All along, she's been recording my front door for months. For what? And I've never once got justice for this. Enough's enough. Even when I did go to court, I was found not guilty. Because the judge knew it was some bullshit. Because it's really funny how one of the footage suddenly disappeared. But yet, though, my camera wasn't working. She had two different cameras in her windows. Yeah? The police watched both footages. The officer that was in my property talking to me about the situation, yeah, he then went upstairs and he viewed the cameras. Do you understand? That's why he came down and said to me what he said. Do you know what I mean? But because I was recovering from an injury because I'd been in a car accident, which I'm now knowing that was also a setup. Because it's really funny how the police came, but yet though, the insurance people have got a different date and time. That just tells you the corruption in society today as it stands. It's disgusting. See, if this has happened to people like me, There's no help for the next generation. Do you know what I mean? And I've had this all my life. But anybody can just further make any false allegation on my name and they're quick to come and arrest me. Now, something needs to stop. This needs to stop. Even now, my identity's been stolen. Someone's going around committing God knows how many different types of fraud in my name that I've already reported mine. And they say, oh, how do you know? For you to ask me, how do I know? That just clearly tells me you must be getting paid to even not even file the report. Do you understand? It's disgusting. And these are people in positions of power. Do you understand? Enough is enough. I want justice for all the injustice that has been done to me over the last 30 years. Not a few weeks or a few months, 30 years. And this shit started with my own disgusting family. Yeah. The same family that have lied, tarnished my name. My brother who works in the police force. So it's no surprise anytime I file a report and you see my name, it's already been like not even filed. Do you understand? But anybody can say any heinous lie, doesn't matter how elaborate it is, and they're going to investigate me. What for? I've been followed, stalked. I even took a picture of the guy's license plate. And the policeman said, oh, I couldn't see it. So why was I able to widen my, zoom in on my picture, on the picture that I took, and get his license plate number? And this was in August. Do you understand? Exactly. And still nothing's been done. Why is that? That's all I've ever done is fight, and I'm still fighting now. When am I going to get justice? When are these people going to be held accountable for the heinous crime, not just done to me, but to many others? And the only reason why they're going so hard is because the shit they did to others that took people out didn't take me out, and I'm still here. Still struggling, still muddling through. It's not good enough now. Ain't good enough. I want justice. And I want all these people to take accountability and to be brought to justice. I want them prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. All the cops that's being paid not to do shit. All the cops that's been paid to, sign off on an illegal investigation. Saying that I'm a drug dealer. I've never sold drugs in my life. I've been an alcoholic, I've been a drug addict, I've been on prescription medication, I've been through mental health, PTSD, anxiety, panic attacks, all of it. And I'm still here. And they got the audacity to call me crazy. No, the same people that's doing this shit, I'm paying people in positions of power to turn a blind eye. You're the ones that's crazy. And you wonder why people don't never file reports. This is why. This is why. This is like saying, you are the victim, but we don't care. But how would you feel if it was done to you or one of your family members or even your own children? Because you do know what goes around comes around, right? You do know that, right? And this is why I'm thankful. Nobody will ever tell me that God does not exist. Nobody will ever take my faith from me. Because you know what? That got me through this. It's been half a year. Half a year. And they've made zero progress. What does that tell you? About the state of society and the level of corruption there is in this world. What does that tell you? And to make it even worse, my phone's been hacked. They've hacked my Wi-Fi. they've bought some type of software where they was able to input information that I should have gotten. They was able to bypass my phone and send it somewhere else. Like my stuff was directed somewhere else. Even to this day, my house phone still doesn't work. I can't make outgoing calls on my house phone. Why is that? Exactly. From evil, low vibrational, soul selling, narcissistic devils. Yeah. They got them in the judicial system. They even got them in the hospital. Do you know what, at the time these people tried to kill me in the hospital? I caught, not only that, I was robbed by a nurse in the hospital. Yeah. I was on like a special unit in the hospital for people with people that have things wrong with their digestive system. Do you understand? So I was in this ward, yeah. And the thing about it, I'm not old. I was in this ward with pure old people, yeah. And that was scaring me. 'Cause I thinking to myself, why would you put me in a room with people that's on ventilators and breathing machines? Like, I can breathe for myself. Why have you got me on this ward? So this woman must have thought, because the part that I was in like the end cubicle, it was kind of dark in it, because I was really, really sick. So first of all, she came in and I had a little night bag with like a long strap, and I wrapped the strap around my arm. Because the amount of time I've been in hospital, I kept noticing, like, if I'm sick, why are you so focused on if I'm on a donor register? I'm not. Why you keep making it an issue to keep questioning me about that one factor? I'm not interested. Point blank, period. When I die and God calls me, I'm being buried with all my pieces. End of. That I found odd. Then he can ask me if I've had a next of kin. I never had a next of kin, yeah? But because I was concerned, stupidly, I put my younger sister, Shara, on my next of kin. That was the worst thing I ever did. I thought she was a decent, honest person. Turns out she's not. She's literally the devil's daughter. Literally the devil's daughter. Because this is the same little sister that's been trying to get me sectioned, saying that I'm schizophrenic. Which part? Which part? And to add insult to injury, because so many of them said the same lie, obviously the organization they're gonna try and believe that bullshit. But it wasn't enough for them to section me or have me locked up. So let's get back to this, and I get back to the hospital in a minute, but let's get back to this charge in the courts, yeah? Now imagine, this neighbor said the same thing my current family said, the same thing my exes were saying, the same thing that these fake people that was paid I don't even know, they all said the same thing. So just like a minuscule, I understand why they probably would have done the investigation. When they seen that I'm innocent, they should be looking at them. They even paid a private investigator to dig dirt on me. To the investigator even tried to allow me to. These people need to be held accountable. Because this shit is taking the piss now. It really is taking the piss. And karma, don't even get me started with karma. Don't even get me started with karma. The only thing I had to do, all I could do was pray. That's all I could do. And that's all I did. Is just pray, 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 pray. And keep my faith, keep up hope, you know? That one day the truth will come out. And even now that it's here, why has it not been brought to the forefront? I'll tell you why. Because most of these people in positions of authority, they're trying to cover their asses because they know they got paid for that fraudulent corruption that they allowed to go under the carpet, be scooped under the carpet. They was paid under the table. And they didn't want their shining record to be blemished. You see, if they can take money just like that, yeah, could you imagine the amount of other people that's been done to? People that ain't even here to even defend themselves. That's why. I'm the only person it's been done to. I'm probably the first person to speak up and fight back. Oh, hell yeah. Because what you're not going to do is undo all the work that I did myself. Are you crazy? No one helped me get here. I got here on my own. Not even my family. Exactly. I've been abandoned from day one, and that's fine. I've been abused as a child in that family and by other family members, you know? So don't even get me started. Now, the BRI, I caught, after this woman stole my money, because what it was, I was so sick. I hadn't slept for about, I think I was vomiting for about 5 days. I hadn't eaten anything, nothing. Listen, the pain was that bad. I literally could not stand up. I literally doubled up in a ball and I could not physically put my legs down. That's how bad it was. They couldn't even get my blood. That's how dehydrated I was. So I had 2 drips to my arm. So this bitch waited. That's the thing about it, because I hadn't slept. So imagine, I was so tired. But obviously, where I never had no pain relief, yeah. Every time I was being sick, the pain was that bad. I couldn't go to sleep. That's how bad the pain was. So imagine, after 4 or 5 days, I needed to go to sleep. So when I did, I was out cold. But let's be very clear. When she ripped the bag off my hand, I can remember, listen, even if it was 2 years ago, I can remember like it was yesterday. She was leaning over me on the bed. Indian girl, big round face, long ponytail. I can remember the smell of her perfume. Yeah? I remember looking at her. And obviously, I'm under morphine, so that just knocked me straight back out again. But it was enough to wake me up till I looked her in her face. Yeah. And also, my bag's gone from being on my hand to on the other side of the room. So I pulled the nurse on it this time because they've done it before where they've taken my phone and all of a sudden my phone battery's dead. But yet though, when I was going into hospital, because I remember correctly, my phone was fully charged. But my bag was missing. Why was my bag not on the trolley that I was reading on? All things like that. Now it's all making sense. Do you understand? Now everything's all falling into, all the pieces are falling in together. So anyway, and this is when I lived in my old property. Now I'd been shopping, yes. If I get a taxi, I know it's like how much it costs. Do you know what I mean? To the point of I could even show where in Asda's you can use their phone to call for a taxi. Even still, I have my mobile, so I just wrong. I think I use my mobile phone. Either way, I said I can prove the phone call, how much a taxi costs. When you pay for your cash, even when you use your card, you can take cash back. I took out cash back to pay for the taxi. I'm not stupid. Yeah, the taxi was £12 something, so there's about £7.50 change. She stole that and dropped £1 on the floor. The same place where that pound dropped on the floor, where I seen the pound the next morning. That's why I knew she stole my money. I knew she stole my money. The pound's on the floor. But yet though, hours before that, I was sick in the exact same place because the bowl was too small for me to puke in. It puke went everywhere. All I could do was lean over the bed because I couldn't stop myself from vomiting. The same place where the pound was. Boom. Then, the minute that wore off, I had to wait like a certain period of time before they could give me any more. And I just really wanted to sleep because I hadn't slept properly for so long and I was in so much pain. I was nil by mouth, so I couldn't eat anything. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't even drink anything because anything I tried to swallow, I would just throw it back up straight away. Do you understand? So they was giving me fluids by drip. And yes, I had 2 drips attached to my arms. Boom. The minute I had the second lot, she waited again, did the same thing again. And this time, this bitch took my my card details, basically. Yeah, and whilst I'm asleep, because obviously they just left, because I'm near by mouth, so they're not going to come and offer me breakfast because I'm not after anything to eat. Fair enough, do you know what I mean? But it's only because I was having observations every hour on the hour, why, at the same time, when this woman had taken my credit card details, she must have went on her break or whatever the case may be. So they must have sent someone else into me. So she came to do my observation. And all of a sudden, I got this phone call from the fraud department from my bank. And I'm thinking, eh? And they're like, oh, did you just spend, it was £28 something. I only had £32 in there. That's all I had. That was my money to get back home. Do you understand? She literally spent everything that was on my card. How dare you? And I don't eat sushi. I would never eat anything raw because of my stomach is delicate. I can't just eat anything. Do you understand? So anyway, they're like, oh, did you make a purchase for this amount? And it's only because I got two-step verification on my bank. I'm not stupid. And the only reason why they phoned out was because she couldn't verify the transaction. Dumbass. She couldn't verify the transaction. How stupid is that? Because she knew she couldn't take my phone. Do you understand? And obviously, because of I've got fraud alerts on my bank anyway, you can't just say, for instance, you order it from a different phone number, you can't just use my card. Do you understand me? Because I've still got to verify. It will still come through to my phone and say, oh, did you buy X, Y, Z? Do you understand? But yeah, so they was adamant that, are you sure? They was basically acting as if I was lying, basically. And I was like, why would I do that? I said, I'm in hospital. And I actually passed the phone to the nurse, and she actually verified it wasn't me, because she's actually stood over me now, giving me observations. She said, I'm very, very sick. I can't go anywhere. Literally, they had to help me go to the toilet because I had 2 drips attached to me, so I couldn't even physically get out of bed by myself. They wanted to bedpan me. And I was just like, oh, hell no. No, it's not going to happen. You better help me get to the toilet and I'll do the rest. All right, then. So, boom. And then what happened was, months later, because my racist neighbors above me, I moved to a different address. And when I moved there, I thought, yeah, this is a lovely place, blah, 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 blah. So forth and so forth. A few months down the line, cut long story short, yeah, I think I was going out to put the bins out or something. And as I came out the door and down the first few steps, she was coming through the front door. But what made me remember was I sensed the energy from her, basically. She went, oh, hi, you're the new resident in such a flat. And I'm looking at her thinking, because I knew her face from somewhere, I just couldn't remember where. And I'm thinking to myself, where did I know your face from? And I'm just looking at her, I'm not saying a word. And then she obviously recognized me. The bitch was stood over me on the bed. And as she twigged where she recognized my face from, I didn't respond. For some reason, that's not like me. Usually I'm polite, I would say a little straight back, but something in me wasn't allowing it to come out. I'm thinking to myself, hold a minute, I know you from somewhere. And literally, as it dinged in my head, and I'm thinking, where do I know you from? She must have realized, because straight away she put her head down and she shot past me. And I just kind of going to go outside the front door to put the bins out. And as I took one step out that front door and the breeze hit me, I remembered. And straight away, I started hyperventilating. I literally couldn't breathe. I could not believe this woman is in front of me. I thought, oh my days. Now, I hadn't reported it purely because it was only £28. She didn't get away with it. And all she really got out of my purse was my earphones and £7.50, which really isn't much. So me, being the good person I am, I trying to think of every excuse under the sun as to why she would steal my money. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, she's a nurse. I know it's hard because obviously this is just after the COVID shit, innit? Do you know what I mean? So I know the nurse was saying that they're overworked and underpaid, so forth and so forth. And I agree with another kid about this woman also. So boom, it was that bad. I literally dropped the black bin bags. I barely made it inside. I think because as I was out there hyperventilating, I think the woman opposite me, I think she must have heard, innit? She must have came down, consoled, whatever, helped me get back up the stairs into my flat. And I couldn't tell her because I literally couldn't speak. And if you ever had a panic attack, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. There's nothing you can do. Nothing at all you can do. And I think I broke down. I did actually come up to myself, you evil bitch. Because if she knew the predicament she left me in, had she got away with that £28 sushi, I would have been able to have got on from the hospital. There's no way I could have walked. I was too sick. I was too sick to even move. They had to wheel me into a wheelchair just to put me in a taxi. That's how deep it was. So, yeah, and then, following that, I let myself calm down. It took me quite a while, actually. Like, It's like from that, yeah, I just started to have nightmares, flashbacks, the whole works. It was not nice. It was not a nice experience. And it's like, then it's like she's trying to rub it in my face. Why would you make yourself known? Come to find out, I'm thinking of maybe she's struggling, maybe she's, I don't know, maybe she had bills to pay. I'm trying to think of every excuse under the sun why she would do that to me. What did I do to you? That's the first one. The second one is, this woman wasn't struggling because from the size of her, she could do with skipping a few meals. Yeah, not to me face it, but I don't care now because she took the piss. She could do with skipping a few meals, yeah? Let's be clear on that one. Number two, ask what car this bitch was driving. In fact, she upgraded. Cause this bitch was driving a little hatchback BMW, the new shit ones, yeah? When I first seen her, yeah? No, she's the guy she's gone out with, I used to see him driving the car, even though she just drive the car too. Boom. After I seen her, how is she upgraded to a Mercedes Jeep? Please tell me, how is she upgraded to a Mercedes Jeep? I was like, oh, no. So then I reported her ass to the police. I did report her ass blatantly, yeah? And I said, if it comes to it, yeah, I can prove by my mobile phone and the fact that I still had the receipt from Asda's. That's how deep it is. Do you understand me? I still had the receipt from Asda's. I even had my discharge sheets from when it happened. Even all that, these motherfuckers tried to change dates and times on my medical report, on my medical record, just to try and make it look like I was making shit up. Who does that? You see how shit's corrupted. All right then. So they said to me, "Oh, for them to continue on with the process, I have to report it to the hospital." So what I did was I found the ward, and what happened was cause it was 2 years ago, yeah, the ward that I was in had moved to another section of the hospital, so it was called a different place, yeah. So I got through all that rigmarole, yeah. But because I still had, I think the ward I was almost called something like VF 500 or VF 300, something like that. Anyway, it was like a specialist ward, basically. So when I spoke to the midwife in charge, not the midwife, the practice nurse in charge, or the matron, whatever you call them people. Do you know what this woman said to me? She went, can I just ask, why are you only reporting it now? Is it because you've only just regained your memory? Yes. I thought to myself, really? Then I had to just breathe. I thought to myself, and usually, yeah, the type of person I was a few years ago, I had no filter. Literally. I would have just went off on her. But I didn't. I was so diplomatic. I actually surprised myself. Yes, I did. So anyway, then I was like, if I was giving you my detail, because obviously the word that I described to her, that just proves I wasn't lying. Because that's not just a random ward you can just find if you just walk into the BRI. Do you understand me? It's a specialist ward. So she then when she said that, I said to her, older than me, I said, if I've just given you my details, yeah, it's me, first of all, I'm not dead yet. Second of all, I'm not old. Thirdly, yeah, the only reason I was in that ward, yeah, is because I had problems with my digestive system. Do you understand me? I didn't ask to be put in that ward, yeah. Number three, what kind of people are you employing, yeah, that is deliberately stealing from the elderly and the vulnerable? So basically, the ward that I was on, remember I told you, the ward that I was on, yeah, it was with people that to me looked like they was dying. Yeah, so basically, you're stealing from people on their deathbed. Do you know how disgusting, how low that is? You should be ashamed of yourself. I mean, the fact that you try to excuse a woman's behavior and cover her ass and try to act like, oh, she would not do that kind of thing. It could have been anybody. No, bitch. Can you remember correctly? Because it was COVID times. They won't just let random nurses come in. You'd have that one nurse assigned to you. Do you understand me? So anytime you press the button, wherever she is, you got to wait for her to come back. Okay? Correctly. Thank you. So it just seemed like she was allowed to get away with what she did, even though I reported it. And to this day, it is what it is. She is the partner of my eldest daughter. No. My eldest daughter is her partner, which is my daughter's cousin. Her partner is family to my eldest daughter. Yes. And they live on the 3rd floor. Exactly. So don't you think at this time in life, after all the injustice I've had to overcome on my own, all the hardships I've had to overcome on my own, enough's enough now. Because you messed with the right one this time. You messed with the right one. Exactly. And don't even get me started on the neighbor. We're even 2 different ends of Bristol. So why is my ex-neighbor round the corner from where I live, at my local shops, the local little piece of green that I go and sit on? Why is she there with her, the same man she's saying, oh, he just helps me? Listen, that coffin dodger is your man. Stop lying, because you told me that was one of your kid's father. So you're a liar. Do you understand? Miss Erica Reese, you're a liar. Okay? I'm naming names. It is what it is. From you can lie on me and try and get me locked up so you can hide your little dirty crimes. I'm going to fuck you up with the truth. Point blank period. Thank you. And that's the shit I've been dealing with for the last, 30 years. Still dealing with it now. Even though my identity's been stolen, I know better shit's been done with my name. I'm not stupid. So they're thinking, oh yeah, let's put it and what, come lock me up for it. And I said to the police woman, they've got my bank statements ready, because I said to them, they've been stealing money from my bank through witchcraft. Do you understand? Or, no, not only that, and the woman the manager of the bank, some blonde woman I already met, went to the bank to speak to them about it, and they denied it in my face like I'm stupid. Yeah. You should be on the investigation too. And the fact that I told you that my information was leaked, so therefore my account's not safe then. Because anybody else now my ex has my information. You stole paperwork. To fraudulently change up, to do your little fraudulent business. You and your little 5,000 third parties, your little secret boyfriend. And you think you're going to stick that on me? Whilst I struggle to live? Are you crazy? Helped by my karmic family? Are you crazy? And then to top it off, you've come down to the new place where I live and tried to malign my character to my new neighbors. But what you didn't realize is, not everybody's stupid. Okay. So I do have an allegiance. Exactly. So I know exactly what you've been doing. And you're not going to get away with it. Come hell or high water, I will continue to expose the truth and expose everything you people have been doing. Just like how you took my mother out for the insurance money. Oh, everybody got a letter apart from me. You're lying. Because you've all given different accounts. That's how smart you're not. You all gave different accounts. Oh, I thought it was on the back of Tasha's letter. No, I thought it was on the back of Naomi's letter. Oh, I thought it was a separate on its own. No, she didn't write you a letter. Really? That just shows how low down and disgusting you people are. Vile. So I hope that karma is immense, because you deserve every second of it. And so does your children. For all you've done to my kids and myself, not even as much myself, my children. They did nothing to you. My kids are innocent. But you've attacked my children. Had my children taken away from me so that I was an unfit mother, lied in court. Yeah, I ain't forgotten what you've done. I'll never forget what you've done. Never. And guess what? Time's up, because it's judgment time for every single one of you. And it's unfortunately people that you dragged into this debacle, all for money. Money's the root of all evil. And the thing about it is, how can you take money that wasn't even left to you? You forged my signature. You got someone to pretend to be me. Even now, there's still some bimbo walk around pretending to be me. Are you crazy? So why is nothing being done? Why are these people not being held accountable? Please tell me. Please tell me. Oh, I know why. Because there's too many dirty, corrupt officials. That's the truth. Same officials you got following me for what? Why are you following me for? Hope and praying you can get dirt on me. There is no dirt to be found. But at the same time they took trying to investigate and spy on me and stalk me, maybe if you would have done it with them, this shit would still be going on now. Because you and I both know, I'm not the only one this has been done to. I'm just being targeted more. Why? Because I'm still living and breathing. That's why. All the poisons you've done to me didn't work. Yeah, I know. The death spells didn't work. Yeah, I might have got sick when I didn't know, but the minute I became aware, game over. So now I want justice. Each and every single one of you, and the corrupt officials, everyone, needs to be held accountable for all they've done. Not just to me, everybody they've done. However far they can go back, that's what they need to do. That's what needs to be done. Point blank, period. And with that being said, I'm going to get back to being me. But I have faith. And I trust in the divine. And I trust in my divine ancestors too. I know they're running rings around you people. You people can't even see per an inch. But you're still not learning. And you still think that you can try and plan and plot against my life? You better start picking your plot from now. That's what you need to do. Because the grave you dig for me, all of you's going to fall in there first. I promise you that. The grave you thought you dug for me, every single one of you is going to drop in that shit first. And I put that on God. Believe that. And other than that, High Priestess Unicorn, over and out.